So, you want to study Japanese in Japan? Great, we're here to help. But where in Japan should you study? Let's go over the areas where GaijinPot Study currently has schools. Now, of course, we have most of our schools in Tokyo, the hustling and bustling capital of Japan. You will never, for a moment, be lacking in things to do or people to talk to. If you love city life or just want to pack in as much fun as you can while you study in Japan, Tokyo might be the place for you, but you will need to consider costs. Tokyo is unsurprisingly the priciest place to live in Japan, with the average monthly price of a one-bedroom apartment being around 91,000 yen. If you still want the option to visit Tokyo in the evenings or on the weekends, the suburbs, though, are a great choice. And luckily, right now, we have two prefectural flavors to choose from, Saitama and Chiba. Both areas are much more affordable and laid back, but you'll only ever be an hour away from the capital at most. And now if we look at the rent, in these areas, one-bedroom apartments will go for 63,000 or 61,000 yen, respectively. It's a huge difference from Tokyo, despite being so close. But whether you choose Saitama or Chiba, you'll be able to get a more quote-unquote real Japanese experience, meaning there will probably be far fewer people around you who speak English. But don't think that Saitama or Chiba are out in the countryside either. The schools themselves are in residential cities, and they'll have all the fun izakayas and karaoke shops and whatnot that your heart desires. And remember, you can always take a quick train to Tokyo to see friends or do some sightseeing. Let's move away now, though, from the Kanto region. Have you heard of Niigata? Located on the Sea of Japan, in the northwest part of the country, Niigata is a beautiful city surrounded by the sea and mountains. About a 2-hour bullet train to Tokyo, you'll be looking at just 44,000 yen on average for a one-bedroom apartment. So what's there to do in Niigata? Well, as with Saitama and Chiba, the school itself is located in the city, so you don't have to worry about being in the sticks with nothing to do. If you're a nature lover, Niigata is famous for skiing in the winter, but if a nice drink is more up your alley, visit one of the many local sake breweries to get your fix and get twisted. We journey to the west, to the Kansai region. The most populous city would be Osaka, the western equivalent to Tokyo, at least in terms of business and economy and buildings and all that. It's comparable in terms of the city life you'll have, but Osaka definitely has its own Kansai flair that's hard to replicate. You can enjoy takoyaki and also have fun struggling to understand what anyone is saying in the Kansai dialect of Japanese. In Osaka, the average monthly rent would be 61,000 yen, so despite offering a similar vibe to Tokyo, you can save a ton on costs. Next we have Kyoto. What's not to love about Kyoto? The former capital of Japan in a bygone era. This is the perfect place for history lovers. From the old palace to Kiyomizu Temple, you'll have no lack of cool places to visit. In fact, I think Kyoto is the only place I've ever been to where there are so many UNESCO World Heritage sites right next to each other that I thought, you know what? That's enough very important historical places for today. I've seen enough. But if you study in Kyoto, you won't have to say I've seen enough. You'll have more than enough time to experience everything they have to see. As for cost of living, expect around 57,000 yen a month for a one-bedroom place. Oh, and I should also note that Kyoto's public transport relies more on buses than a lot of other areas in the country, so just keep that somewhere in the back of your head. Now we fly south to the island of Kyushu and the city of Fukuoka. Do you love food? Well, do I ever have a place for you? The Hakata area of Fukuoka City is world famous for delicious treats in general. But if you love ramen specifically, you definitely need to check it out. How does eating delicious food every day after class sound? And even better is that the rent goes on average for 48,000 a month. All that money you save can fuel a newfound addiction to ramen. And last, but definitely not least, is the wonderful world of Okinawa. Why not combine a tropical vacation with your Japanese studies? In Okinawa, you can go to the beach, dive, and snorkel, while also enjoying its very unique culture and cuisine. Okinawa is certainly a very different experience from the mainland, but I'm sure you'll come home with plenty of stories to tell and a ton of posts on Instagram or TikTok. And despite being surrounded by beaches, rent for a one-bedroom apartment only averages around 51,000 yen. Still not sure where's best for you? Head on over to GaijinPot Studies page and inquire, and we'll be happy to consult with you and find the perfect fit. Please note that we could gain or lose areas in the future, so always check our website for the latest info.